There. That's better. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Yes, Slayer Tendo Direct, where you already know you're going to be disappointed. Trademarked. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Well, I just don't want to be some idiot up here just a talking head, you know what I mean? Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. You know what I mean? What's up, Sephiroth? Game Shower, Altair. Genesis Rebel, like first. Genesis Rebel was here at like 2 a.m. yesterday. Camping out outside the castle, waiting for the drawbridge to open. Unbelievable. I know, my crazy transitions. I had worked on this Slayer Nintendo Direct, like that graphic, like a while back, expecting there to be like an actual Nintendo Direct, you know, at some point, you know, 500 and something days later, here we are. I dug it out. It was in an older version of like Premiere Pro, so I had to like update it and stuff. And I always have like my little 1 minute introduction video with the, you know, let the battles begin and all that other stuff, and me saying my little catchphrase. And I just figured I'd just do something a little quick, short, you know. You're ready? Good. I'm ready. I'm glad y'all are ready, because I'm ready too. There's my camera. New camera position. Technically a new camera too. New position though. My other one was just, I don't know. It wasn't ever set up right. Now I actually have it on like a camera stand on like a tripod mount. It's just sitting all nice there. Stomach infection? There are no more reveals, only victims. Nice. You know Mario's gonna die at least one more time. And I go really back and forth about what this is actually going to be about. They say here it's 50 minutes, and they're going to designate it to Smash Bros. Ultimate and games coming to Nintendo Switch. So I was even going to put out a predictions video. I just ended up not recording it because I was just like, whatever. I'll just enjoy the live stream with you guys today. But I honestly think that this is really going to be about them upgrading their servers, like the Wii U and the 3DS ones that they recently just upgraded. You know, that was using like technology that was like 20 plus years old. I mean, I would love to see there be a Smash Brothers announcement. I don't think that there's going to be a new character announcement. I don't think that... I don't know. Everyone's saying Fighters Pass 3, there being a third one. I don't think that's going to be it. I also don't think that there's going to be any announcement of like a character today. I just don't think that there's going to be that. I feel like it's Nintendo. They're gonna talk about all the server upgrades, and they're gonna finish it with like, oh yeah, by the way, we're adding Game Boy, the Nintendo Switch Online library catalog, and then we're also gonna add Nintendo 64, which we know that they trademarked like a USB N64 controller like almost like a year and a half ago now. So that's there. We had the report also that I think it was on Nintendo Life that they had reported that Nintendo had just upgraded all of their servers, which is great because that's amazing. They've already also stress tested these servers using that Monster Hunter Rise demo, which I guess they got a lot of good data and feedback about it, and I guess it worked out quite well. I also played the demo and I played with other people and I didn't have any lag, no lag. So if that's the future, then you gotta figure the one game. What's the one game that, you know, everyone points to being like, oh, the lag in that game is horrible, other than Mario Maker 2? Smash Brothers Ultimate. This game might as well, in its current state, might as well not even come packaged with, online multiplayer. Because who actually likes to play Wi-Fi matches? I hate it. Sephiroth is the best Smash Brothers character so far in the second pass. I think he's pretty cool. He's definitely a more intricate character. I like how like every character that's been released has been kind of like this, like almost kind of like this pro character. It has, you had Hero, Multifacets, Terry. Now you have Sephiroth. I actually recognize the sword slash. Remember back when Yumi and Roxas played the match? Came to a halt from lag at one point? Yeah, exactly. I've only done online arenas lately since I can't hang out with friends. Yeah, exactly. So you go and, right now everyone's, trying to maintain social distancing while this vaccine is being rolled out to humanity. And in the meanwhile, it's like, oh geez, like, like it's weird in my head to think that I can like download Dolphin, download a copy of Smash Brothers Melee, play that using NetPlay, and have there be zero lag, like almost next to none. And I'm playing, I'm in the US, and I'm playing against someone who's in like, Europe, and I have almost no lag. That's Smash Brothers Melee on Dolphin on a PC. You gotta figure that now, with these new servers, that Nintendo maybe, just maybe, they can offer a seamless online experience for Smash Brothers Ultimate. Other games like Mario Maker 2 would benefit from a server upgrade. Super Mario 3D World, I was playing with a couple of people online with that game. They have the whole co-op online. You can pick the Mario Brothers characters, but there kept being like desyncs in that I would see like the guy I was playing with who was Luigi, he'd be like jumping off like the edge of the level because, he was on Wi-Fi versus I was like, with my hardwired internet connection. And it's just like, it's 2021, just get the damn servers like under control. Especially if like Nintendo's charging for this stuff now. It was kind of like cutesy tootsy, like, oh yeah, like novelty, like, hey, we don't have to pay for Nintendo's, when Nintendo's online services, like in the Wii and Wii U era. And like, the games were kind of crap online anyways, but now where we actually have to pay for it, I don't think it's, that much of a unreasonable expectation to demand it actually be somewhat not laggy at all. Slayer, Nintendo not ready to announce that it's not really dead. And I threw you off stage with Kirby. I'm glad to be here, Commander. Dr. Roxas, welcome. The one and only Dr. Roxas. They announced N64, I'm gonna lose it. Well, also, like, think about it. Like, the whole Mario anniversary thing, Nintendo saying, hey, we're gonna stop physically printing the Mario 3D All-Stars games after a certain point. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because they're gonna start offering these games in their, online library. I also my last prediction, I guess my final prediction about this whole thing is that because I would expect that at the end of this would be like technically the wrap-up of the 35th anniversary year for Mario. I'm gonna guess that Mario RPG, Nintendo Switch Online game that they've been sitting on, for like ever. I don't know why, why they haven't released it. I would expect the reason why is because they were waiting for a reason like this to wrap up Mario's 35th anniversary, to be kind of like, here you guys go. We're adding this to the, Nintendo Switch Online today. You can download it and play it right now. Mario's, the original Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, enjoy. Thank you for helping us celebrate Mario's 35th anniversary, blah, blah, blah. Now if we turn the page, it's Legend of Zelda's, anniversary, and then maybe we'll get information about a Zelda collection. Because let's face it, the Zelda 3D collection, that hasn't really seen the light of day since the GameCube, right? The GameCube collection. Had a big Triforce on the front, had the Master Quest as well. Maybe also include in there the Skyward Sword HD remake, the Twilight Princess, Wind Waker HD, those games that were reported and updated for the Wii U. Just port them over to the Switch, add them in a big collection. I'd spend $60 on just straight up Ocarina of Time on a Switch game card, along with Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker 8. You know what I mean? I would pay for that. I'd pay $60 for that. Zelda's very big, so they should announce a 35th anniversary collection. I think so, yeah. Yeah, right. I don't know, if they decided to do 2D Zelda, obviously, and I don't think they would do this, but if they decided to do 8-bit Zelda collection, I don't think that would happen. I think it would be all 3D. In fact, I would almost bet that if they were to come out with a collection, it would be only the 3D games. And I don't include the DS games, because I know one of them was, I think, what was it, Spirit Tracks is made by Capcom. I don't think they would include that. What have I been up to? I have been working, doing a lot of honestly a lot of stuff around my home. I am actually in the process of getting new glasses. I'm having my eyes examined. With all the quarantines and stuff and people just social distancing, it's taken a lot longer to do that. So these glasses here, they're the prescription inside of them are really old now. So it's kind of hard for me to play with these on also as well. They don't have any blue light filters in them too. So these sunglasses, they're just standard issue Vampire Command, standard issue. They just, pretty sure inmates crank them out in a giant Acme factory line. I'm waiting essentially for a really nice pair of sunglasses to come in. That should be here by next week, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's been really cold where I live, dangerously cold. I've had to deal with some ice damming. If anyone is in the chat has ever owned property or owned a home, you probably have, and you are unfortunate enough to live in a cold climate such as Transylvania, where it gets so cold, water heats up, freezes, and then refreezes again over a couple of days, and it just messes up your gutters and your roofs. And so I was dealing with that. Yeah, I had a new fence put in around my property. Big deal. New drainage system. Kind of just doing a bunch of home things, honestly. Yeah, Wesley West gets it. Got another dog? That's cool. Yeah, me and Mrs. Santiago, we've been looking at pets for a while, dogs. We're just, we're not sure if we want to commit to raising a little baby puppy. We're thinking maybe if we eventually get a doggo, that it would be an older dog that's already potty trained and stuff like that, more easygoing, mellow. Me and Miss Santiago, we work in the castle. We don't commute into an office anymore, and so working in the castle, it's just kind of forced us to upgrade a lot of things. And so we put a TV in the bedroom, branded TV in the bedroom, branded TV in the living room, upgraded a bunch of stuff down here, my streaming studio. I sent my gaming monitor, I'm actually using my backup one now, I sent my gaming monitor in to get essentially repaired. It came with a factory defect that I had never gotten fixed, and so I just sent it back to Asus to have it R-made. So hopefully that'll be back soon. The games I've been playing since I was last streaming, which was a month ago, I guess mostly I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 online, which has been a really cool and exciting experience. I just made it to Bard, which is awesome. So I've been playing music in Limsa Lominsa. And other games I've been played a lot of Mario 3D World. Bowser's Fury was really fun. I played that actually a few days ahead of the release, thanks to someone that had sent me a copy of the ROM, and I played it on Yuzu, which was really cool. But then I replayed a lot of it again on the actual physical cartridge. And then trying to think about other games. I kind of like did some like reorganization of my collection. I have all my console boxes now in the same spot. I added like 3 more shelves on the left side of my room. I have like a little library shelf now, which is really cool because I have a bunch of gaming magazines and books that I've always wanted to like have access to, and now it's on the other side of my studio. I got a bunch of PlayStation 3 games that I posted about on Twitter that a friend actually gave to me, which was really cool because I really am looking forward to growing my PlayStation 3 collection. I don't have any games for it really, outside of like the 30 that he just gave to me, which was really cool. Thank you, Nick, by the way. How is Bowser's Fury? Well, honestly, like I feel like Bowser's Fury, like I've put in a fair amount of time into it, and it really does honestly feel like the missing link in terms of Mario Odyssey's somewhat like completely MIA DLC. We never got a real DLC out of that Luigi Balloon Fine Challenge minigame thing, which I thought was kind of dumb for such a really big epic game that was the runner-up for Game of the Year. So I like Bowser's Fury in that regard because it is, everyone's saying, oh yeah, it's just like 3D World. It's not really. It's actually more like Mario Odyssey. It's like Mario Odyssey without the triple jump and without Cappy. That's pretty much all it is. It's like, you know, the animations and stuff when you get the shine sprites, it's, you know, the moon shines and whatever, it's the exact same animation as Odyssey. So if you liked Mario Odyssey, I would definitely try out Bowser's Fury. Mario 3D World is fun solo, and it's also fun with playing if you have friends that have gotten it. I know that convincing friends sometimes just to buy a $60 game brand new is not always the easiest thing, but you know that the game is really fun to play solo. So if you decide to get it, don't feel bad that, you know, none of your buddies got it. Honestly, that game, if you look back at some of the other Mario ports, like the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, like within the first month that game got like I think it was like a $10 or $15 reduction in price. So if you're on the fence about it, you don't want to get it right today, just like wait a month. It'll probably be on sale within a month on the eShop. Team Fortress 2 on the Switch. Slayer, want a game room tour? What's up? I've thought about that. I have like nice cameras here, like for my stream setup though, but I don't have like really good like if I was gonna show you guys an actual like tour of my game room, it would be a long video first of all, and I'd like probably get a friend of mine who does video production work to actually come and help me film it, because he has actual like legitimate like professional cameras. He has like one of those like little like rolling, you guys ever seen those things where they put like the camera like on a track and you can like roll it to do like really dramatic shots, like zoom in shots or like pan shots or pans from left to right? I want to like get him in here and do all that, you know what I mean? So I've thought about half-assing and doing it myself, game shower, but every time I go and start writing the script for it, I'm like, God, Jesus, like, you know, am I gonna be standing there with like my web cameras and shit, like tripods and crap like that? I'm like, no, I'd rather show it off legitimately, have someone who actually has better camera equipment and lighting and stuff to do that stuff. Because even though this stuff looks legit here, and you know, all this stuff looks legit, I want it to look twice as legit if I do a game room tour. You know what I mean? Room tour. You guys see the rooms all the time here. No need for a tour. No, I'm just kidding. I have shown bits and pieces of my room here. Eventually, I think it's like I have a problem with the couch that I have down here in my studio. It's kind of a hand-me-down couch, and it's nice because it was a hand-me-down, but it's actually like really uncomfortable because my back is so tall. It has a really short back to it, so I've always thought like, oh yeah, it'd be cool to kind of like set up like Angry Video Game Nerd and like Mike Matei, how they set up their live streams where they're sitting on a couch. And you know, behind my couch, I have the Smash Brothers character roster from Ultimate. I love showing that off anytime I can. And then behind that, I have all my Amiibos and, you know, game console boxes. But I feel like either I need to get a more comfortable couch, or I just need to stop being a crybaby and just sit down on the uncomfortable couch. Pio! What's up, Pio? A mega greeting. It's always a pleasure to see you, Pio. Thank you for speaking English. I know that you're, you know, un Italiano. Grazie. Pio is the top Italian Final Fantasy content creator. There is no one else above him. You understand me? You can speak fluent Italian and you like Final Fantasy. First of all, this guy, quality content. He's funny, very funny. I've sat down and watched his videos, and I've had someone sitting there translating a few of them for me just so I could enjoy them. He's really top notch. Please give Pio a follow, a sub. Follow him anywhere. He's mostly on YouTube though. I've seen him also stream before on Twitch, I think. But he is on YouTube. Please give him a follow. Someone like Lara Croft have been a lifelong Tomb Raider fan, but I could not see her coming to Smash. I honestly thought, I'm kind of surprised that she isn't. I think like also like Lara Croft, like when like Smash Brothers was like being made, like when Melee came out and stuff, I don't think like the Lara Croft and Tomb Raider like game series at that point in time was in a good place. It's kind of in a better place now that, you know, Square Enix has kind of taken it over. I think the reboot that they did, like, what is it, 4 or 5 years ago, I think that worked out really well for the whole series. I think it kind of was like that nice little refresh. I also really enjoyed, I think it was a Shadow of Tomb Raider and just the newer Tomb Raider game. I need the second part of Final Fantasy Remake, bro. When will it come out, in your opinion? They've been working on it for a while, man. That's all I can really say. In terms of when they decide to release it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, like, their runway for their releases, I'm not sure exactly if they're cool with doing the whole Final Fantasy 16 releasing on the same runway, marketing runway, as Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. So I don't know. I keep thinking it's going to release this year or at the end of this year, but now I'm starting to think 2022. Because if 16 releases at the end of this year, then Square is like free and clear, right? They're smooth sailing. They're ready to land that puppy right down. You know what I mean? The CD trilogy. I honestly, I mean, if they were to go back, hear me out. I think what Square Enix should do is they should go back and remake the very first Tomb Raider, but with the newer graphic engine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 222. 2022, I think, is a good year. But they have been working on it since 2019, so keep that in mind. As far as I know, they've been working on it, you know, as far back as 2019. I'm gonna guess that they probably started working on Part 2 in 20. Same. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly, when it comes out. My passion for that game and that series is unwavering. Unwavering. Winning on GG Strive. Can you tell me what that is? I actually don't know what that is. Is G. Oh, Guilty Gear, of course. Boy. I'm, obviously, clearly, I'm not the biggest Guilty Gear fan. I really want Zell. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Welcome, Zell! Please, come in. Come into the ranks of Vampire Command. Hello. Is it time yet? No. Go over the Game Boy horror chat scene. Trouble at fighting games, but Arc System makes some damn good looking games. They do. Music is very relaxing. Crystalline Chill from Final Fantasy 15. What's up, Mr. Monty? Yeah, Monty, did you see my little post the other day? I actually turned myself into a vampiric duck. You know what I'm saying? About vampires, my favorite movie besides The Goonies is Lost Boys. Everyone says that, and I've honestly never watched The Lost Boys. I've never watched The Lost Boys. I've never watched The Vampire Diaries. I went to go see Twilight in the theater, and I walked out halfway through. That is actually a true story. That's not just some bullshit made-up content creator fake drama stuff. I actually did walk out of Twilight. Best decision I ever made. Stuff IRL. What, are you kidding me? Are you some kind of charlatan? Get out of here. You become a duck exactly. In for all immersion in the show. Honestly, like I had started this video a while back. And it was like weird because then coincidentally, like a day before I was about to upload it, the whole point of my video was resolved. You guys remember a little while ago a remaster of the original DuckTales Remastered. It was pulled mysteriously off of all digital storefronts for, I think, for about a period of 6 months, and I don't exactly know what the deal was, but during those absence of 6 months, you couldn't play it unless you had a physical copy of the game. That you couldn't even get it on Steam. And I always thought that was kind of weird, and so I had started making a video about it, and I had like created this like Duck Santiago character based on some of the illustrations I think in the remake of DuckTales, the 2017 one on Disney XD. And I was gonna do a video about it, and then I had like maybe a day before I was gonna upload it, the whole problem was resolved. I felt like uploading a video complaining about the problem that had just been fixed was kind of stupid. I feel like people would have been like, what the hell's up with this guy? So I opted not to release it, and then I just decided to put it on, I don't know, YouTube, just because I was like, this is pretty cool. I spent some time on it. And then I remember Mr. Monty. Guy's too much of a big shot to even... Here. Stab me right in the heart, why don't you? Stab me in the heart. You know what I mean? I actually draw some 3D models, and that has some vamps and stuff. We should chat, man. We should chat. I'm never going to become a VTuber, but there are days, just based on where my studio is located on my property, it sometimes gets very warm down here, and I would like the option to have almost like a 3D avatar of myself that I could have up and use face rig to, talk. I wouldn't want it to be half-assed or anything like that. I definitely want it to look better than the models in Square Enix's Avengers games, but let's face it, that's probably not too hard at this point to do. Ricky! Clever transition, thank you. Wonka S. You know, Bonnie, I might not even have that on here anymore. I reserved that for social media only, or actually maybe I do have it. Glad to see you too, Rick. You found any of those 3080 RTX 3080s yet? I haven't found diddly doodah. How long until the direct again? 30, actually 28 minutes. 28 minutes. Yeah, if anyone, you know, happens to find a casually discarded EVGA RTX 3080 hybrid just sitting out on the road, just, you know, just give me a little DM, all right? I love the Pepe Slayer thing. I got lucky. You did? So you actually got one? Well, I don't even. So how did you get one? First of all, my PC was a Ryzen 9 or a 9. I would definitely animate. The damn shame the GPU market is shit, and no kidding. First of all, I want to know what evil villain is buying up all of these RTX components. Like, who is it? Dr. Robotnik? Is it fucking, you know, who is it? Who is buying up all of the, you know, RTX hardware for evil robots? That's what I'd like to know. Not a PC guy. Hello language. It's the graphics processor. I'm using one it's pretty good. The one that I have on my gaming PC, it's good, and it eats everything up like no problem. Ultra settings, no problem. But Cyberpunk was the first game that it was like, I was like, I could like hear my fucking graphics card like sweating inside my PC case. I was like, help me, Slayer. Why are you making me do this and render these horrible graphics? And I was like, just calm down, okay? I'm gonna mod you. I'm gonna mod the hell out of you and make sure that you run good. And when they opened up the notify me now button, I got lucky and I was like the first one to get on the queue for that card. So I don't understand. I'm on that. Are you on? You mean you're talking about the notify thing through EVGA, right? I'm on that list. I haven't gotten diddly. What card do I use? I have a EVGA 1080 Ti hybrid. It's great, and it is great, and I still like want to use this card, but if everything really is going to go RTX, then. And I had owned, I feel like stupid now. I had owned, and maybe I was just being too picky. I had owned an Asus RTX 2080 Ti. It was not hybrid. It was just an air-cooled one with the fans. And the thing had just like the worst coil line I've ever heard. Like I was literally like rendering game graphics on my PC. I went into the other room on the other side of my studio. I shut the door and I could still hear the damn coil line. And I was like, I'm not putting up with this crap. So I returned it. And then I was like, I'll just wait for there to be a better card or, you know, a better version of this. And I just waited, and then the supplies like went to shit. No one had anything. And then the 30s came out, and then I was like, oh shit, I can't get anything now. The trusty 1080 Ti, yep. For some reason, they aren't moving. VGA had a contest, and I won that power supply, and I'm using it. Oh, really? That's cool. They're being transphobics. You mean anti-vampire? First gen new tech 20. Yeah. And this was also like it was not the 2080 Super. It was just the 2080 Ti. And, you know, my PlayStation 5 has a little bit of coil line. It's within acceptable limits, you know? Or it may not be coil line. It might be like actually the sound of the power, the heads on the power capacitors, which that's a whole other thing. I tried to do that myself, and that almost became a disaster. Oh yeah, I've been learning how to solder things, soldering. That's one thing I've learned how to do in the past couple of months. I've been trying to do my own modifications to my consoles. I'm working on a GameCube modification right now with the SD card and having the whole thing be able to play via emulation. And I'm also trying to work on getting myself one of those ultra 4K HDMI mod chips for the N64 because I have two like regular first edition gray Nintendo 64s and I want to mod one of them, so that's on the top of my list too. Wives calls, I gotta run. Let's hope everything we get. Hey, Ricky, take it easy, man. All right. I think my VGA adapter broke, so I'm just using HDMI. For me, as long as it's not the PS4's jet engine fan noise, doesn't bother me. Yeah. VGA port on my TV, where if I do retro stuff, it makes everything sharp. Yeah. That's the other thing too, is that right now I don't technically have like any of my. Well, like, I have like a huge Super Nintendo and Nintendo collection, and I don't have an actual NES or Super Nintendo hooked up. The only classic console I currently have hooked up right now is my Nintendo 64 because I have an HDMI output on that. I think honestly that's kind of what I want to do, like just moving forward, just have all HDMI. Because I don't want to go and like do like, the Retro Tink and like the Framemeister and like RGB to SCART and stuff. I don't have the time for it. I don't have the room for it. I was looking at, like, you guys were talking about game room tours. Like, if I showed you the game room here, I would have to show you what is behind all of my retro consoles, which is just this rat's nest of wires that I cleverly hide with panels behind my little console cubbyhole boxes. And I've seen what people have to do like Retro Tink and Framemeister and shit like that with SCART, and it just multiplies every single wire you own. So I don't want a larger rat's nest. I want a smaller rat's nest. Had a weird delay when turning on sometimes. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. 4 options only require HDMI. Yeah, I mean, I guess ultimately what I'm saying is that I'm pretty satisfied with the performance of NES games on the Nintendo Classic Mini, Super Nintendo Classic Mini, Sega's new Genesis Master Drive, and then I also have a hacked PlayStation 1 Classic that runs way better than whatever the hell Sony put on that thing when they shipped it, and I have like a bunch of games on that too, so I'm pretty much all set on that. And then the PlayStation 3 that I got is totally backwards compatible with PlayStation's 1, 2, and 3 games. Can play all 3 generations, no problem. So I've been looking at some PlayStation 1 games to get for that. I really want to get the first Xenogears game because I have not played that. And my PlayStation 5 is okay. I haven't really been playing it too much. The one thing I noticed I thought was coil line ended up being the heads on the power capacitors, so where you plug your PlayStation in to turn on, there's this little box, and I actually took the PlayStation apart so I could figure out where I was hearing the sound from, and it came from the power capacitors. And the reason why you hear it sometimes and not all the times is because sometimes your PlayStation 5, depending on what game it's playing or what it's loading, sometimes the power consumption will be more and sometimes it will be less. It will throttle itself. And so when it goes into high mode, or if it goes into a mode where it has to render a lot, it increases its power output. And so these little heads on top of these power capacitors, they weren't insulated enough by Sony at the factory, or whoever made these at the factory. They weren't insulated enough. And so sometimes when people are saying, oh yeah, I hear coil line on my PlayStation 5, it's really that they're hearing the noise of power running through their PlayStation, and the capacitor heads are making too much like idling noise. Really strange. You got a first model? I did. I had to seek it out on eBay. This PlayStation 3, it was like third time was the charm. First one I bought was supposedly fully backwards compatible. It was not. It was not at all. It only played PlayStation 1 games. Second one I got only played PlayStation 2 games. The seller thought it was the original launch model. It wasn't. Third one I got, that was the charm. However, now I'm using one PlayStation 3 to prop open my door to the other side of the studio, and the other one I sold at a yard sale last year. So, and the one that I'm trying to sell now, it's the one that's only backwards compatible with like PlayStation 1 games. It's like, who wants to buy that? if you have the option to buy a fully backwards compatible console, why wouldn't you just buy that as opposed to one that's only half compatible? It was dumb. And it was like both of the situations of the auctions, it was like, oh yeah, my kid put it online and didn't know what the hell didn't know what model number he was putting up, and I was like, oh shit. So that was fun. Yeah, there are. Yeah, I found that out real quick. I got one from an old, the one that I got originally, the first one. So long story short, there was a fourth one that I bought that was from an old man. And he said that his son played it, didn't know exactly what it was. He ended up giving it to me, but that was one of the ones that was not fully backwards compatible, so I was kind of like, oh shit, you know. But I gotta fix it. Please, Battle Network port, Mega Man Battle Network. I could see that game being added to like one of their Nintendo Switch Online catalogs. That's pretty cool. I guess the next thing I'm probably gonna mod, or maybe just upgrade. I might put an SSD in my old original Xbox 360, my old white OG launch version of my Xbox 360. And that was the other thing I did, is I threw a 250 gigabyte solid state drive in my PlayStation 3, so games like load up like that. Like I was playing Mass Effect 2 on it, and the thing was just like loaded up within a second. Great. I was playing, let's see, Metal Gear Solid 4, Sons of the Patriots. Maybe that's not the right one. I don't remember. It was Metal Gear Solid 4, the last Metal Gear Solid game before the fifth one. What if they dropped Smash for Steam? I'll be honest. Just before this, I was playing Smash Brothers on Yuzu, which is, you know, a PC emulator, and the thing ran like better than the Nintendo Switch version. How is that possible? How is that a reverse engineered fan-made emulator is running games better than the native hardware? That blows my mind. It would be funny though. It would be. I think a lot of people would lose their minds. I think you'd hear a lot of cries for help in Kyoto. You know what I mean? How is everyone enjoying Sephiroth? Good. I haven't played too much Smash Brothers because the Wi-Fi is just, again, so unbelievably terrible, but I've been enjoying it. A PC port of a Nintendo game would set the internet ablaze. Cross-platform. Oh man. I honestly could see an indie company coming out and making a Smash Brothers kind of clone that, you know, could be put on everything, but I don't think Nintendo will ever do that. I think if the Switch like wasn't as successful as it was, and Nintendo kind of found themselves in a situation like they were with the Wii U, I have a feeling that if that was like this timeline and all that happened and the Switch was like a big bomb and whatever like that, I think Nintendo would be doing cross-platform and starting to put stuff on other consoles, while also, you know, maybe selling a slightly underpowered version of like the Switch or something like that. But they're doing so well on hardware sales right now. It's like I don't know. I think eventually, like, you know, many years in the future, Nintendo will, you know, Mario will be on everything and everyone will just own like these supercomputers. But for the time being and for the immediate future, I don't see them exiting the hardware business. The great netcode. Max the fuck out. Well, yeah. You can play like for example Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which has a really like low overall resolution. You can play that game on Yuzu and you can, like, you know, really tweak up the anti-aliasing filters and the anisotropic filtering, and it looks much better on PC. And it's, again, when you see like those, if you look up on YouTube, like Yuzu playthroughs, like 60 FPS 4K, you're like, you realize it's like, wow, the one big thing that's holding back the Switch is the hardware. It's the fact that you're playing on a slightly underpowered Samsung Galaxy tablet. It's like, well, no shit. Well, no, that's why, The Witcher 3 looks like it's, being rendered in like 240p. It's because the thing is underpowered. So I think also, and everyone keeps saying Switch Pro for this Direct. I'm just saying, I think if Nintendo's going to announce a Switch Pro, first of all, they're going to call out the event being like a big, a new console is coming to Nintendo, and I think they would probably show that off at like an E3 or something like that. I don't think that this is going to, I think, again, this is going to be talking about the new servers and how it's going to help Smash Brothers, Splatoon, Mario Maker, Mario 3D World, and, obviously the big game that's coming out for Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2021 is Monster Hunter Rise. That's very true. Maybe when it was the first console I had it myself, I had to share the PlayStation 1 family once the GameCube came out. They just make good games, Even had an anime version of a Smash game that came out in Japan. Really? Kind of reminds me of that, or is it Mario Kart GT, like the arcade version of Mario Kart Double Dash, and it has like Pac-Man and like random other Japanese characters in it. Like the items are really strange, and the racing like courses are very simplistic. It's like meant for casuals, like in an arcade. If you ever have a chance and you see one of those like in the wild, go and give it a play. It's really wild. Oh, okay. So it combined Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. Good games, very good games. Yeah, if you still play your GameCube, Eon's HDMI adapter is absolutely amazing for that console. Pretty much makes any GameCube game look like a brand new game. Upscales the hell out of the render quality. It really does look very nice. It's like, the next best thing other than getting Dolphin and downloading all of your ROMs and, doing like 4K texture packs in like Super Mario Sunshine and games like Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Those games look great on Dolphin because of the fan mods that are made for them. I still go back and I still will play Xenoblade Chronicles 1 because of the mod packs, the 4K mod packs. Just so incredible. And like the HUD and stuff too looks amazing. Same with Mario Sunshine. Revealing Subspace Emissary 2? I don't know. Don't you think that Nintendo, if this was gonna be I really like everyone's saying, oh yeah, there's gonna be a new character announcement and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just am in the deep bowels of my anus. My gut tells me that they are going to talk about those new servers because Nintendo has not acknowledged that report at all. And it did come out and it was a big deal. People were talking about, how the servers, when Splatoon 2 originally connected to them, it would check to see if it was running Windows 98. It's like, yeah, guys, in Kyoto, maybe you should upgrade your fucking servers. Don't have a game checking if Windows 98 is being run. An operating system that's been pretty much shelved for like 20 years. How long till it starts again? 10 minutos. So Ricky, first of all, Ricky leaves. He got a goddamn pizza. I just saw him tweeted, order a pizza for the Nintendo Direct in 30 minutes. They kept the GameCube as a Smash controller for Ultimate. They did. how many of you agree that, you know, as much as I love the Pro controller, I actually think the GameCube controller is the best controller Nintendo has invented of all time, even ahead of the Super Nintendo controller, which I love. I love the GameCube controller. I have a ton of, I think I have like 8 Wavebird controllers with all the little, you know, wireless adapter, like dongles there. I have 4 regular GameCube controllers. I have 2 Indigo, 1 black, 1 platinum. Still trying to get my hands on that orange one and the blue one. And if I'm incredibly lucky one day, the super rare Japanese Club Nintendo versions only of Mario and Wario controllers, which have the M and the W respectively on them. Yeah. Although, hang on a second. Guys over at Retro Fighters, they were nice enough to send this out to me. This is a fully wireless N64 controller, and as you can see, it is shaped very similarly to the Switch controller, Switch Pro. So I actually have been playing like Mario 64, Paper Mario, Wave Race, GoldenEye with this, and it's awesome. And it has a really good battery life too. And it charges, you can actually see it charges right in there with USB-C. So, and it uses like GameCube, as far as I know it feels like they're using like actual GameCube, like controller parts, like this. Feels like it's the joystick from like a modified GameCube controller, and it has like the nice triggers. They're digital triggers, but it's good. Yeah, exactly. I have a controller like that. They're really nice. They're not too expensive either. It also has a turbo setting, which I haven't seen a turbo setting on a controller since like the third-party Mad Catz for the Sega Genesis controllers, you know? So if you hate holding the N64 controller, go check out Retro Brawlers. And I got this red one because apparently they had asked me, it's like, what color do you want? And I said, give me the gray one, the regular gray one, because they had the regular, you know, Nintendo gray, and they were actually sold out of it. They couldn't send me that. So I said, send me whatever color you have, and so they sent me this red one. But apparently they have a green one, they have like a regular translucent one. I think they have a purple translucent one, and then they have the gray. The hell is that thing? Dreamcast? Oh man. Okay, most uncomfortable controller is the Nintendo 64, the Dreamcast, or the Xbox. The original Xbox is the Duke controller. That honking thing. Thing weighed like, you know, it felt like you were holding like a 2-ton bunt cake in your hands. Like, oh, go over here, Master Chief, and it just feels like you're trying to play Halo using a friggin' anvil. I remember like when Mario Party first came out, the N64, like friends of mine like staying up like all night playing Mario Party, and like our like palms of our hands like started friggin' bleeding because we were just doing the rotate the control stick to like any means necessary to win. And if even it meant breaking the skin on your hand, so be it. I remember like after that night, like looking down at my hand, and it looked like, you know, I had like been stabbed. Still have that. Had the OG Xbox, but the 360 M1 controllers are some of my favorites. I also love the Xbox One controller. I use it for pretty much any game that I'm playing on PC, but you know, now I can also use this because I have a Bluetooth adapter on my gaming PC. So sometimes I'll use that. I have multiple Pro controllers. And yeah, I really don't know though what this is going to be about, outside of the only thing that is really striking me is that they're going to talk about games that are currently available, and then games coming out for the first half, which is like, there are 3 games. New Pokemon Snap, Monster Hunter Rise, and there's one more. Persona 5 Strikers. There's another game that Bravely Default 2, but they've already kind of had informational sessions about both of those. Again, I really think it's going to be about the servers. It's going to be about the servers. 4 minutes! A lot of people tell me the most comfortable Xbox controller ever is the Xbox One controller. It is. Yeah. I have like giant hands. Look at how big my hands are. A bottle of water. Look how large my hands are. This is a regular sized bottle of water. My hands are taller than the goddamn bottle. So every controller except for the Xbox One, my hands just, I feel like a T-Rex. I feel like a, like a little baby T-Rex. Except for the Xbox One controller. I don't get like, my shoulders don't get stiff using it. I don't feel like I'm being crammed into a locker, after I play, on it for long periods of time. It's a really good controller. Let's go clock in and then just run back. Must have like a chill music playlist on because it's just pretty much like all my post-workout music. I installed Spotify. I guess it had some kind of update and then maybe it's just stuck on one playlist. Board Boss, welcome. Bathroom break. Hey Mimi, we getting slammed. Really long shit. There's an idea. Just tell them if they're coming through the drive-through window, threaten you with you. Just give them the old Slayer stare. You know what I'm saying? Stare them right back. All right. And just repeat these words.
Your soul is mine.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Pretty easy. Playing Doom Eternal. That's a good one. I want to get back to that on my PC. That's also like kind of where I'm at with a lot of these games. I'm getting games that are getting free PS5 updates, and I'm just not sure if I want to play them on my PC or my PlayStation 5. First world problems, I know, but 1 minute! Worth it. It's a good story, and more about ripping and tearing and the violence versus just shooting, Don't get it for multiplayer purposes, though. Do not. It should be starting here. Is it starting now? You want big version of Slayer or little version? What do you want? Big Slayer? Oh my God. Here we go, baby. Little, done. Oh boy. Oh! Yo, we were just talking about this.
One day, Pyra just disappeared.
Is this DLC? Does the resolution look better to you guys? Or what? Because it does to me. Like a shit ton better.
I couldn't find her anywhere.
Right? Doesn't it look better? Maybe there's just a new version of the game coming out
It was as if
that's
she
all
vanished off the face of all rest. Without,
Yeah, look at that. Looks
trace.
way better.
where have you gone? I'll find you, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, even if it means me wandering into a cloud of my own fart.
This is where you were. Pyra!
Sorry, Rex.
Oh, she's coming into
I
Smash
couldn't
Brothers.
tell you
Yep.
because I got an invitation to join Smash.
Yep, I knew it! Wow. Well,
I was gonna be in Smash.
Just sit back and leave it to me, Rex.
I called it. I knew it right away. I said, these look too good to be in Xenoblade.
Smash Slayer!
You powered up your Smash attack with fire?
I wonder how the internet's going to react to this.
Prominent
Do people want this or not?
That's genius! You're pretty much owning them.
So,
These are seasoned fighters.
Now Shulk is
There are
another
no pushovers.
Xenoblade character. Cool. Unexpected, but very cool.
Talk about a tight spot.
Uh-oh.
Mithra?
Let me handle this.
No way! Oh! No shit, Mithra and Pyra.
Mithra!
Wow.
Cutting it close, huh? Oh, hey, were these guys planning
Wow.
on
Well,
Gee, I feel
so
kinda
much for
bad now.
Cosmos.
Coming through! Lightning Buster! Photonic!
They said it couldn't happen.
Punishment! Chromata!
This is fine. I mean,
Foresight!
I'm not, I don't know, I'm not like a simp for either one of these anime characters, so I don't really, find characters in the games that they came from, but,
Right here!
I'm not losing my mind
You two
over
can
it.
swap
This is
between.
not, Sephiroth reaction, that was
Serious
legit.
firepower and blinding speed. Together,
We were really
nothing
requesting
can
for it to
stand in our
be
way.
released, but Sakurai didn't see the
Quite
game
the
until
spectacle,
Smash
aren't
had its
they?
roster complete.
Wait, Gramps!
Oh, cool. Grandpa's there.
I missed this, buddy. Mind if I watch a while?
So,
Our friends are here, and there's some more.
it's funny how it's like not Rex. Wait a minute, so is it Rex or what? Or is he just in the final smash? He's just in the final smash. That makes sense.
Sure did. Witness our power.
Shulk?
I never expected to see you two again. Well, now that you're in Smash, I won't go easy on you.
Fighting words. You forget. We're fighters
Like Joker
too!
levels? Yeah, I could see that. Honestly, I don't even see it like Joker level. I see it like... I don't even really know what level this is on. Not as impressive as adding a villain.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
It's been a while.
Hey, it's the guy who
I'm
delayed
Shinya
Metroid Prime
Takahashi
4.
from Nintendo.
No, brothers, you
Last
might be
year,
right, Z. Stanley.
we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations.
that
However,
one had everyone
we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time. I'm happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all today.
Great. Let's hope the rest is not a letdown.
We appreciate your continued support.
I appreciate you.
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra.
I wonder, but
and
how
Mithra.
many slots
They
are left?
originally
Does that mean that
appeared
only
in the Xenoblade
2 slots
Chronicles
are left?
series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please
slots.
look
I don't know
forward
who
to
those last
seeing
two are
their
gonna be.
moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned
wow.
just a bit longer. All right, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Okay. Hey, it's this game on the Switch. A game that everyone played for like a minute and then now no one fucking plays it anymore. Let me guess. Next announcement after this will be Apex Legends, another game that no one plays anymore.
Stumble toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021.
Fall Guys, of course. Oh, that's what everyone wants. Yeah, right. Of course. I'm dying to play Fall Guys.
You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed.
Oh boy, that's very ominous.
Venture into the vast reaches
I
of
played
space
this
to
on
uncover
PC.
the secrets left
Pretty interesting
behind by
game.
an ancient civilization.
Kind
You
of got
have
sick of it after a
22
while.
minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However,
So, real life?
everything will reset, allowing you to continue
Fall
exploring
Guy
while
should
retaining
come
information
out-
you gathered.
out in the fall. Good strategy. Good thinking.
By repeating
Better
these
late than
cycles,
never.
you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch
Get your
summer
ass to the
2021.
Outer Wilds. Next.
Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history are coming to North America for the first time.
Deep. Famicom
Localized in
Detective
English and
Club?
modernized
What
for
is
the
this?
Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama,
No Man's Sky 2?
and twists and turns
yeah, it's
await
kind of like
at
No
every
Man's Sky.
corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game,
Hojo.
you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia. But that's not the only case to crack.
Wow, 2 Fire Emblem Street games. First Nintendo Direct in 500 days, and we got
In the other game, you'll investigate
Pyra
a
and
supernatural rumor after a mysterious
and,
death
like,
to free
a
students from a
sexy
sinister
Asian
nightmare.
Detective Club.
Interrogate suspects and
anime
hunt for clues to piece
game.
together these chilling conundrums. Can you
I know
figure
that
out
there's
who
an
the
audience for
culprit
these
is
games. I am
before it's
certainly
too
not it,
late?
though. I don't enjoy these games. If Phoenix Wright is about as far as I'll go, but that's it. Just because of the music.
Uncover the deadly truth in
Hojo.
Famicom Detective Club,
You
The
look like
Missing
Hojo.
Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming
Ooh,
to
the
Nintendo
anime.
Switch
Yeah.
May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Boy, I can't wait to charge my fucking credit card
A
with that
new
shit.
age of
Oh,
battles begins.
what's that about battles beginning? Fire Emblem? What is this? Is this Dynasty Warriors? But I know something big is coming. You do? I'm still waiting for Nintendo to talk about their damn service so I don't look like an idiot. Samurai Warriors, that's a pretty well-known series.
The latest entry in the
Everyone's,
Samurai
like,
Warriors
beating the shit
franchise
ton
is
on
coming to
Twitter. I'm just gonna
Nintendo
watch it.
Switch. Dive into the history of the Sengoku period as the
Dynasty
series
Warriors.
now shines the spotlight on Nobunaga Oda and Mitsuhide Akechi.
Big question is, will it have better FPS
Character
than
designs and
Hyrule
visuals
Warriors or
have been
no?
revamped for this installment. Unleash high-octane moves in electrifying 1 versus 1,000 battles. In Samurai Warriors 5, slashing its way onto Nintendo Switch, summer
Yeah.
2021.
Samurai Warriors.
The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical
was a new
mana
game.
tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items
It's
called
Japanese instead of
artifacts.
Chinese.
Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life. It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story.
This game.
Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up
I
at
remember
home.
like seeing like Secret of Mana like in Toys R Us, and I remember being like
The music
blown
has been
away by
rearranged for
the
this
graphics.
enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the
Cheat
ability
mode.
to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land. Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Who the fuck is Pyra and Mithra? Characters from Xenoblade. I know some like 12 and 13-year-olds are probably really excited for that. They're like, oh my god, hype, bro! What is this? New Monster Hunter? This is Monster Hunter Rise? These graphics look great for the Switch. Yeah, the demo was a lot of fun. And I don't know about you guys, but when I played the demo online, I did not experience any lag. Something I was very surprised by. So, if this is any indication as to what's to come of Nintendo's online with these new servers they've just upgraded, I think it's going to be
So it's
good
finally
news for
beginning.
Nintendo Switch fans.
Go assemble the villagers. 50 years ago, Kamura Village was attacked by the Rampage and Magnum Malo,
Uh-oh.
and we suffered some devastating casualties.
How can we fight against that?
Poggers, oh absolutely. Some kids are probably like screaming their heads off. Kids who can't get laid anyways. You know what I'm saying?
No! We can't lose this game! Pull yourselves together! You're not getting in!
Let's go, everyone!
Some people I'm sure got really excited for Pyra and
You listen to me now!
as they were watching it, they were getting ready to choke their chicken.
Here it comes! Watch out for the apex! Do not let it pass!
That's
The
Unreal Engine.
rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
Remember that game that we keep talking about? Well, we're gonna talk about
You know
it
what?
again.
We should start preparations right away.
We're here to offer assistance. We must stop the calamity!
Hey, 10 days after my birthday. Cool. Oh! Boy, it looks exactly like the regular Pro Controller. Nintendo, they're never going to redesign that
That
thing.
was the latest trailer for Monster Hunter Rise from Capcom.
Yo,
How will our heroes
like
fare
an
against
online
these
version,
ferocious
kinda like
monsters?
Control?
Stay
That's the
tuned
only way I
for the
could-
latest
Well, actually,
installment
I'm
in the
saying that
Monster
now,
Hunter
that's the only way I
series.
could put it.
Next, please take a look at this.
okay. No way!
The fairway
New Mario
is open
Golf!
once again.
See,
Tee
Stanley,
off in the latest
you see
installment
this?
of the
You
Mario
see this?
Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain.
Better be as good as
Take your
Toadstool
time
Tour,
to think
because if it's as
things through.
shitty as the 3DS version,
Then
I
swing.
ain't buying. Okay, Nintendo? I'll fucking take my 9 iron and I'll go
Enjoy
hit someone
golfing
else up
with
with it.
familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush,
Mario
natural
Golf.
scenery.
Phenomenal game. This looks good. This looks
Use
like
features on the greens,
Toadstool Tour.
like a
oh,
shot
yeah.
gauge,
Oh,
to see how your
perfect.
shot
nice
will
shot
curve due
gauge,
to
and I better
slopes.
have the nice shot, you know
And a
what I'm
scan
saying?
that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots.
Toadstool Tour was amazing, wasn't it?
In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf
And it's
club.
got Waluigi. Golf.
Gently
Golf
swing the
64 was
controller
good.
to have your character
Mario,
swing in the game,
Mario Golf
letting you
Toadstool Tour
easily
for the
enjoy the
GameCube
sensation
is one of my
golfing.
favorite games. Phenomenal game. Oh, what
On
the
top
fuck?
of all that,
You can
there
run
are
to the
several
hole.
modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf.
Oh my god, you can play
including
like
this one,
polo, dude.
Speed Golf.
Speed golf? Polo?
It's always your turn. Everyone tees
Oh,
off at the same
shit,
time.
this looks amazing.
Then you'll race through the course to reach your ball.
Oh my god,
Give it
I was
another
just saying,
whack
I
to
was
get
like,
it
I hope
closer
that
to
they
the
bring
hole,
back the
then
Mario
keep
sports
going.
games. I really miss Mario
Outpace
Golf. I'd
your
love if they
opponents
did
to
Mario
come out
Baseball,
on top.
Superstar Baseball,
Your golfing
and
skills
Superstar
aren't the
Strikers
only
again,
things at
soccer
play.
game.
Make use of dashes and special
Man,
shots to beat
running
the
on the
competition.
course.
Oh, did we mention story mode?
No
As a
shit.
Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills
You got like
while
an
interacting with
they're gonna, like,
various
put,
Mushroom
like,
Kingdom
like,
characters.
remember Golf Story?
Level up with
That
experience
awesome
points
little
earned
mini
during
game.
matches.
They're gonna like introduce
Then
the mechanics from
allocate
that
them to
into
different
this. This is
stats,
perfect.
allowing you to develop your character however you'd like.
RPG
You can also
elements
use
in a
your
golf
Mii
game,
in versus
phenomenal.
play.
Holy
Put your
shit, this is
golfing
gonna be a
skills
good
to the
game.
test
Oh,
when Mario
day
Golf
one,
Super
baby.
Rush
Day
streams on
one.
Nintendo Switch, June 25th.
Woo!
Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
Oh, well, looks like I'm doing that immediately.
The latest game in the Mario
I'm
Golf
going to go out and
series
buy a
adds
physical
new
version
gameplay
and
for
have it sealed in the
multiplayer
box,
modes,
and I'm going to go
as well
download
as
the
the
digital
familiar
version.
golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look
Professional
forward
golfer.
to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh shit, well, I don't know if you can really top that. Oh, look at that.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
What?
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion lackey Reese and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you set out to recover a mountain of cash. Set between Borderlands 2 and 3, this game includes all 5 episodes, filled with classic Borderlands humor. Gangsters, bandit lords, and vault hunters are just a handful of the obstacles you'll encounter in this choice-driven narrative
Absolutely.
adventure. Embark
Mario
on a
Golf.
wild ride when
Dude,
Tales
show
from
me
the
more of Mario
Borderlands
Golf.
launches on Nintendo
I just hope
Switch,
it's not as bad
March
as Mario
24.
Tennis for the Switch. The Mario Tennis on Switch was
32 of Capcom's most beloved arcade
Whoa.
classics
Whoa,
are
whoa,
coming
whoa.
to Nintendo Switch. Rewind gameplay, adjust game speed or difficulty, and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet arcade goodness. Get 1943, The
1943.
Battle of Midway for free. Then purchase game packs or the standalone Ghosts and Goblins add-on to build your collection. Local
Oh,
co-op
what?
play is
Yo,
also available.
I already have, like,
Scratch
so
that
many copies of
nostalgic
Street
itch
Fighter
when
2,
Capcom
like-
Arcade Stadium launches later
What is
today.
that? Oh shit. So wait a minute, Capcom is putting out their own arcade? What the fuck is
Brains.
this?
As a zombie, you just can't get enough of it. In this action game from Aspyr, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your undead allies. Replenish your bodily arsenal of sputum head, gut grenades, and more during your grisly mission. This city ain't
What
no
is
match
this?
for a dead man. Stubbs the zombie, in
Stubbs?
Rebel Without a Pulse, eats its way onto Nintendo Switch March 16. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
What is that? Is that like an old PC game?
It's Travis
Oh,
Touchdown
what?
versus Assassins.
What?
Wait, aliens?
Oh, No More Heroes 3.
Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game?
Nice.
Anyway, after annihilating an entire city,
So this
the
is coming
aliens have
out
taken
soon,
over
must be.
and now host an intergalactic superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's fate.
Here we go.
As the crass, beam
got a
katana-wielding
Joy-Con on his
assassin
friggin'
Travis
glove.
Touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world. Hey, not so fast.
Sim Zombies got
To enter
you.
each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee. You'll then face off against a slew
Sick.
of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves.
Yo,
Study
I'm
their
like,
tactics
what the hell
carefully
is
to
that?
gain the upper hand in
Ah,
combat.
Dude, I just literally
With a
saw
new
like
and improved
Resident
death
Evil
glove,
gameplay,
you'll have
Final
access to a
Fantasy
variety of deadly
gameplay.
skills that can be customized
What?
and upgraded before each match. The fate of the world.
Yeah,
is
I
at
think I'm gonna
stake.
have to definitely get this
So
game
get ready
immediately.
to kick some.
I love like the little
whatever
mini
aliens
games and
have
stuff
that
like
you can
that.
kick.
I really like that. in
Anyway,
the,
it'll all make
other
sense
versions
when
they
No
ported
More
for the
Heroes
Switch.
3 lands on Earth. Or, you know, Nintendo Switch.
All summer. These are all
August
summer
27th.
games. Pretty cool. I'll get that.
Exterminate demons in heaven.
As above, so below.
What is this?
Why do they need assassins in heaven? To
Breath
do
of the Wild
someone's
2.
dirty work.
I know. You guys keep forgetting about Ever Crisis. People quickly forget that Final Fantasy VIII Remastered originally came out to start, I think, on the Nintendo Switch. First month.
It's
So,
kill or be killed.
Maybe like
You
Crisis
won't
Core
last long if you
Remastered
can't
would
rely
come out
on
on the Switch
yourself.
first. I don't know.
God's
the Akira bike
judgment
scene?
has nothing to do with it.
Hell is this? I'm not sure. Maybe you guys could tell me. Is anyone familiar with this series? It looks bizarre. Annapurna.
Uncover Heaven's mysteries in neon white, coming to Nintendo Switch
that's
winter
why that voice
2021.
sounds so familiar.
The DC superhero girls are here to save the day.
What?
Hi, everyone. My name's Barbara Gordon.
That's Barbara
AKA
Gordon?
Batgirl. I'm always inventing new gadgets to fight
okay.
crime, like my batarangs and Bathook. This is Supergirl. She's super strong and has heat vision,
And
plus super
naked.
breath. And
She
let's
flies
not
like
forget
thunder.
Wonder Woman, an
Oh,
Amazonian
yes.
warrior who wields the lasso of truth.
Hey, can we like not
Along
take like
with
all
our
the cool
friends Green
superhero
Lantern,
female
Bumblebee, and
superheroes and
Zatanna,
make them look
we
like they're
fight
like
evil
badly drawn
supervillains to keep
Powerpuff
our
Girls,
city safe.
please?
But we're not just about the super life. We also have
That's
our
Harley
school
Quinn?
lives, and
Yeah,
trust
bullshit.
me, There's
Yeah,
never
high
a
five
dull
with
moment
fucking
at
Barbara
Metropolis
Gordon,
High
because
School.
that
Sometimes
I
it'd
just
be
I
nice
have
to
no
get
words.
out of
I have
class
no
and do
words
some
for this.
shopping
I just-
downtown
I
with my
hate-
besties.
I hate when
Maybe take some photos to share on
Why
Superstar
do
Post
this?
while we're at it. Hey, I got a comment already. Nice.
The animated Cartoon
I
Network
definitely
series?
want to hit up Sweet Justice later.
Are you kidding me? There's actually an
Uh-oh,
animation
something
that's
really
like
bad
based on
is
like
running the
this
city.
like
No one could have seen
series
it coming,
IP, like
but when
how this
justice
looks.
calls, you can count
Who's
on us
watching
to answer
that?
no matter what. We've just got to make sure no one figures out
Oh,
our
it just
secret
looks so
identities.
horrendous. Yeah, we just gotta make sure no one finds out
DC
my secret
superhero girls,
identities.
Team Power,
got a
heroically sourced
friggin'
to
hood on.
Nintendo Switch, June 4th.
Yeah, it's gonna be a day one nope. for
Ready
me.
the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
What is this? Oh my god. Who cares? Game is like 10 years old. It was not even good when it came out. I was like a beta tester for this, and I thought it was going to be as cool as Plants vs. Zombies, and it was not. It is not. It was like... It's like Plants vs. Zombies, like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is like Banjo-Kazooie. It's not anything like Plants vs. Zombies. It's like this like PvP, like arena kind of shooter shit. I hate it. I hate it. I wish EA would stop ruining small companies that they buy. Can I have everything though? Did you guys actually like this game though? Because I didn't. Are you serious? We'll have the old stuff too? Battle, but it says battle for the neighborhood. I don't know if that's going to be the whole thing.
Who will join you
Oh,
in your
shit.
adventure?
A new...
Anyone can.
No way. We're getting...
Band together on a
Oh, we're
quest
getting
to face
Miitopia
evil
again!
and save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yes!
Cast me characters in
Yes!
various roles across
I
the
loved
kingdom.
Miitopia. Now bring back Nintendo
Turn
Land.
your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone
Yes!
the nefarious Dark Lord.
Yes!
Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure.
This shit is like got some of like the best
There's
like
also a new
meme
wig feature,
quality like
letting
meme
you go
content
wild with your
that you
Mii
can come up
creations
with. Like
and
you
make
can
them
do
even more fabulous.
Oh, I remember some of the funny ones that would happen on the 3DS, and like they would be terribly
in
recorded
the world
by, like,
of Miitopia,
by
relationships
people's like
are key.
very early crappy
So
like
consider spending
iPhones
some
and stuff.
quality time with allies to strengthen
Amazing!
bonds.
I'm so glad they brought this back.
This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour,
Yeah!
though,
No, it
things
is.
might take a turn for the
I hope
worse.
that they also like bring back like what was that? The what was it? The Me Pocket
Whoa.
Pocket
You can
whatever
have a
that
horse
was, where
as
you could
an
like have your
ally?
own house and
That
shit
sounds
like that.
pretty darn good.
Like, put up posters
Care
of
for
JPEGs
it,
you had
and
on your
it'll
phone
lend a
and
hand
stuff.
or
a mobile game
in battle.
I know it's no longer a thing, but
Venture with friends and
I hope
familiar faces in the
they eventually
lighthearted romp
expand that into this,
Miitopia.
'cause I actually
coming
like
to
that.
Nintendo Switch
It
May
was like
21st.
Nintendo's version of The Sims. I
Pre-orders
liked it a
begin
lot.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Wow, that will be very popular. Very popular indeed.
Super Mario themed items are coming to your island.
Couldn't care less. Oh look,
Super
Luigi
Mario
and
Brothers
Animal
35th anniversary
Crossing.
themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game.
World of Final Fantasy, yep.
Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the question block can be ordered in-game as
No,
furniture
Miitopia
items.
was cool. I thought it was
So
hilarious.
place them however and wherever
That's
you'd
where
like.
Lonk from Pennsylvania came, where that whole meme came from.
You can also place
Without,
2 warp
without
pipes.
Miitopia, the original Miitopia, we wouldn't have that gem.
Then use them to travel between locations
Guys,
on your
look at
island.
this, so cool. Mario
Hey,
items in
why not try recreating the
Animal
Mushroom
Crossing.
Kingdom?
Yeah, because I really hope this is not the last
A free
surprise of the
update for the
Mario
game launches
anniversary
February
year.
25th.
That would not be so good.
After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting
Yeah, you
March
can
1st.
spend 3,000 bells on a thwomp.
Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information.
So cool, I'm 8 and this is my only Switch game.
We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
That's next week.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release. Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game.
Yes,
We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
you will. I have been.
Next, we have another game to show you.
What is this? Bravely Default?
He leaves us no recourse.
Who?
Swords!
Oh, Octopath Traveler?
S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Yeah!
Are
Looks
these
like a
the
new
wages of
Octopath Traveler.
loyalty?
Very cool.
Raised earth and burnt
I
corpses.
should go back and
You
play
and
more of
no
the original
other
one.
must decide how we proceed.
I liked it. I think they were just other games that had come out at the time.
You are a leader and must be
This
the
looks
beacon
great.
others look to
2D
when the night
HD,
is
man.
darkest. Together with these
I hope Square
fields,
Enix keeps on going with this
today
idea.
you
I love how this
burn.
looks. It looks phenomenal.
I promise to do all in my
That
power
little
to see us through this
three-quarters
safely.
perspective
Every last
there
one
with
of
the
us.
pixels. Ooh, it just gives me like Mario RPG vibes. Project Triangle strategy. Wow, that's
Far,
it's a
far
mouthful.
away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious
Ace Attorney.
resources
that was a
eventually
good guess.
ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt-Iron War. Though the
Salty.
hostilities ceased with an
Salt War.
uneasy truce, decades later, the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
A highly
Caught in a
sodiumic.
tangled, fiery web of
Salt
plots and
wars.
conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations.
Oh.
A character's attack range is determined by their
Oh, it's like
location
Fire
and their
Emblem.
equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with
Wow.
long-range weapons, such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand.
Yeah.
An
See,
enemy
if they
outflanked
remade like
is
Final
susceptible
Fantasy
not
like 3
only
or
to
some
your
of the older
initial
Final
attack,
Fantasy, I feel like
but
they'd have
also
to
a
do it this
powerful
way.
blow
I feel like
from the
if they did
allied
it like in the
position
same way as
behind
7
the
Remake, it just
enemy.
wouldn't look
What have we here?
It wouldn't look right. Yeah. Final Fantasy
Charge into an
Tactics.
enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack. We win.
I love the
Link
three-quarter
attacks together by
perspective and how like they have like the little
first
tilt
casting ice
shift
magic on the
motion
flames
blur
to
there on the
create
sides.
water
It just it
terrain.
looks so good.
Then
just looks
electrify
good.
the area with lightning magic.
Oh, phenomenal. I love how that looks.
It is of the
Like a little
utmost
diorama.
importance
And
to
you're like,
survey
you're
the
just peering
battlefield
in
before
the
taking
madness.
action.
Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions
I
in a
remember no
variety
animations. Well,
of
we don't know that.
situations.
We're, they may not be showing any of the cutscenes.
Utility, morality, liberty.
A lot
Collectively,
of
your
yiddies.
decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds
Yeah.
and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we
relinquish Prince Roland
They also
to
like
Estrost.
swear and they get like really the
Critical
characters get really
decisions
pissed
that
off
may
in this game.
determine the
I
fates
think it's
of
cool.
nations
Very
are
feels
settled
more
by
real.
vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies
Information you
toward
gathered.
your
If you're a
favored
Fathouse,
cause.
you're going to be voted down by the
The
scales of
story will
justice.
significantly change based
Look
on
at
how
that.
the votes are cast.
So they
Well,
refuse
voting
to
is
relinquish
like
him
votes
to
being
us.
cast. And
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and
Very
more
cool.
critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
Look at the water. Look at the goddamn water. Oh,
Project
Working title.
Triangle
Yeah, you guys-
Strategy,
you might
a
wanna work on
brand
that a
new
little bit
tactical
more.
RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be
Mommy,
on the
Mommy,
lookout
can
for
you go
more
out and buy me
information
Project
in the
Triangle
future.
Strategy?
After this
Sure.
presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And in the
Can't wait to
future,
crash
we'll
Nintendo
conduct a survey to
servers!
gather player feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG
Well, maybe
from
because
Square
it's not
Enix.
Octopath Traveler.
Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo
The battle
Switch
system in
headlines.
Octopath Traveler was very different than that one.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Oh. Jedi Fallen Order? Or not. Maybe this is one of these like remastered LucasArts games. Or Battlefront 2. What is this? Hunters? What is it, like a battle royale? That's coming to the Nintendo Switch only?
Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, for God's sake.
Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
We all play for different reasons.
Korgan loved battle. Korgan used many weapons. Triple-bladed war
Orc
axe,
from World of
spear of
Warcraft, but it's an
misery,
EA game.
Hades soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess
I
is
don't
supposed to
know.
lead her
May the
people,
force
not
be
be
with
stuck
you.
up in some tower
Fallen
waiting
Order,
for
no.
a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past
Guy
you.
looked like he was
Flaming
in Fortnite.
longsword, blade of doom.
Just once. Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass!
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some. Ha-ha, got you.
Hey, Lieutenant, pass to me!
Roger that, princess. Here.
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
Yeah, that very dainty animated character looks like they have that kind of voice.
Roger that. Heads up, Your Highness.
Eat this!
Lost it! Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers! Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show!
Yeah, it's just, don't get it confused with the what is it, Ninjala?
Interview's over. Oh, come on,
Which
man,
also I
one
did
more
not
game.
Like when I see games like this, I'm like, guys, why don't you just make Cell Damage 2?
The fight
just
for
make Cell
survival
Damage 2,
starts
a game
now.
that people would like actually probably
Hang
play.
on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate for me.
From the creators of the Danganronpa and Zero Escape series comes a
World
fight
End-
for your life.
World's End
Literally,
Club.
disoriented and trapped in an underwater theme park. The 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
I don't want to die yet! Sorry to scare you all, but the game is canceled!
The game is suddenly called off.
Wow.
You escape the theme
Nintendo
park and get a
canceling a
glimpse
game
of Japan,
in the middle
but
of a
everyone's
trailer.
vanished.
Now
Set
I've
off on a
seen everything.
captivating journey across the country that blends
Get it?
side-scrolling action with suspenseful narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate!
As you make your way back home to Tokyo, you'll alternate between working solo and teaming up with the group to overcome challenges and monsters that stand in your way. What awaits you all at the end of your journey? The battle for survival begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th. Wield the powers of Olympus with the physical release of Hades.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Critically acclaimed dungeon crawler and recipient of multiple Game of the Year awards is getting a physical release on Nintendo Switch. This version comes with a couple of extras to assist you on your journey out of the underworld. The first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack.
Cool.
It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren
really
Korb,
in this game too.
known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32-page full-color character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant cast of gods, ghosts, and monsters, all by Supergiant's art director,
really
Gen
good.
Z.
It's worth the money.
And let's not forget the game itself,
for
offering dozens of hours of exhilarating action paired with a compelling story. Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
It's not like they ramp up the challenge
3
really fast,
deadly
though.
action games, 1 masterful collection.
Oh boy, Ninja Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma.
Master
Ninja
Collection.
Gaiden
I was
Sigma
wondering
2.
about this.
And Ninja
Very
Gaiden
cool.
3 Razor's Edge are
Spawn
coming
Wave
to
must be
Nintendo
really
Switch
excited.
as the action-packed
I know
Ninja
Spawn Wave
Gaiden
wanted
Master
this
Collection.
Bad. Very cool.
You are the legendary ninja Ryu
Talk
Hayabusa,
about
fighting against a
incredibly
great
difficult
evil
games.
with battle skills that are second to none. Wield an arsenal of killer weapons, each offering a playstyle with different set of lethal skills, along with ruthless ninjutsu to swiftly take down enemies. Quickly gauge your opponent's movements while unleashing fast and frenzied combos. And team up with other super ninjas in your quest to fulfill your destiny. All previous downloadable content, including costumes and game modes, are included.
This is kind of been a long time coming.
Revel in the intensity of Ninja Gaiden in one dynamic collection. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection slices its way onto Nintendo Switch summer 2021.
So they're going all the way up until June, like August so far. Very cool.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors,
DLC,
Age of Calamity.
Okay. This game wasn't bad. A little boring, a little repetitive after a while, but pretty okay. Yeah. No kidding. What about Breath of the Wild 2 though, huh? Expansion pass, okay. Gonna be available in June and then November. Okay.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch. Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th.
Very soon.
A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation.
Cool.
The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available.
Oh.
The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to
actually
life.
looking forward to
As
this.
the brave knight Arthur, you'll
I'm
unleash
gonna lose
weapons,
my mind trying to
spells,
play it, I'm
and
sure,
skills
but
to battle monsters
I
across
do like
challenging
Ghosts and
stages
Goblins.
within the demon realm.
Very difficult
Local
game.
co-op play is also available for the first time. Help Arthur in his
Wow.
quest with one of 3 supporting
Multiplayer?
characters. Barry for defense, Carry for transportation, or
Am I
Archie
holding
for
up?
bridges. Ghosts and
it's about
Goblins
what I've
Resurrection
expected.
launches February 25th. Pre-orders are
How am I
available
holding
now
up? I mean,
on Nintendo eShop.
Fine, a little bored.
8 protagonists, 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier
Really?
has been remastered for Nintendo Switch.
No
Travel through a
shit.
stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists,
This
each
is
with their
very,
own stories.
very
With the
unexpected.
addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features,
Wow.
exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th.
A friend of mine had the original
Apex
game.
Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a
Kingdom
growing
Hearts,
roster
please?
of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All
Nintendo
players
didn't
on
wanna
Nintendo
pay
Switch can get an all-new
Square
legendary Pathfinder skin
to put Kingdom
and
Hearts
30
on the
free
Switch,
levels
so
for the Season 8 Mayhem
that's
Battle
why it's
Pass.
on Epic Games Store.
Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight
Yeah,
for
what is this
fortune,
gonna run
fame,
at?
and
30
glory
frames per
when
second?
Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit
Oh my
more
God,
to
Apex
show you
Legends.
in
It's already
today's
been out for
Nintendo
like 4
Direct,
years, but
so
hey.
we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Apex, blah.
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda
There's
Breath
not.
of the Wild game.
There's not.
Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize.
Yep.
Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Yep.
For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Yep. Knew it.
While you're all waiting, however, this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Please take a look.
What? What one? Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword. HD. Yep. Underrated Zelda game. About time. Are they going to also announce Twilight Princess, Commonwealth Realms? I'm sure he's going out of his mind right now. Is Twilight Princess and Wind Waker going to be part of this? Because that would be phenomenal. Yeah, I hope that. Well, yeah, I did not think we were going to get Breath of the Wild 2 information. Very nice. That's it?
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword
The whole
and the
reason I
nunchuck
didn't play
controller
it.
as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive.
How about Pro Controller?
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller,
Yeah,
you
they
can
really
raise
do.
the shield
I'm really
to
hoping
block
that he's like,
enemy
oh yeah, by
attacks.
the way, we also got Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
You can perform
Ports.
other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls
Thank you,
to
Vampire
ensure it
Kitten.
can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system.
Welcome.
After mulling over how
Good to
to
hear from
assign
you.
different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to
Thank
apply
you.
the sword motions to tilting the right control
Yeah, this is
stick.
good. I mean, it's. And I can't complain about a Zelda port of a game
Tilt the
that,
stick down
hasn't
when you
been-
want to swing the
hasn't
sword
seen the light of
downward.
day since, what did they say, 2011?
To swing to the right,
Oh yeah.
to the left, or diagonally, just
Being
tilt the
10
stick
years
in the
old?
respective direction.
Sure.
Here's something else we've been working on. Specially
Oh,
designed Joy-Con
wow,
controllers.
wow, wow. I'm
The right
almost
Joy-Con
shocked by this.
controller is
Are you
themed after
kidding
the
me?
Master Sword, while the left features a
$500 on
Hylian shield
eBay.
motif.
I'm like immediately.
The Legend of
I can
Zelda
already,
Skyward
I can already
Sword
hear the
as the game
scalpers like
depicting the
rummaging
earliest
around.
story
Like,
in the Legend of Zelda
what
timeline
price do we put
details
it?
the events
100,000?
around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first
Special
time
edition
will enjoy
Joy-Cons.
discovering the origins of the Legend of Zelda.
Easy mode here without the terrible Wii mode motion controls. Perfect.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th.
All summer
Following
releases.
this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop.
Cool.
And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release day at your local retailers.
Yeah,
Many
they'll
of
be
you may
gone
already
within
know this,
5
but The
seconds.
Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines
Yeah, this is
or
like
ram.
Breath of the Wild, like
Even the concept of
beta.
collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well.
weren't that bad. Are you kidding me? I never tried it with the Motion Control Plus controller, but on the regular Wii remote,
Please
it
look
was
forward
not
to
good.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
But no Twilight Princess, huh? No Wind Waker?
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive
But that
motion
Wind Waker
controls
version
and
and the
button
Twilight
controls
Princess,
by
which
tilting
I
the
would
right
prefer
control
Twilight
stick.
Princess, but
Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
oh boy. Splatoon? A Splatoon 2 expansion? Wow, what is this? Better be big. I mean, if you're a Splatoon fan, I know a bunch of people are probably super excited about this. I am not so much. This is like something akin to like Octopath Traveler. Yo, Upside Down Eiffel Tower? What? So what is this, a platforming game with Splatoon? Splatoon means Borderlands? Maybe. Like a base building kind of thing, or... Hello, comrades! Get on the bus! My name is Marcus. Well, what are you waiting for? Let me tell you about the land of Pandora. Ah, I see we have a soldier here. Very nice. Don't give me the stink eyeball. Oh, and we have a squid girl that literally looks like she's 3 years old. The little girl, are you lost? Get off my bus. Hi, my name is Claptrap. Yo. Is this the all-new Splatoon? I think it might be. Yeah! Wow! 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 Yep. Okay, I'm into it. Can't wait to play this on their brand new servers. I thought it was a DLC, honestly, but Splatoon 2, they're kind of done. Yeah, they're not doing any more of those Splatfest, so I guess I'm not too surprised. Sister Santiago is probably flipping the fuck out right now. Back into the ink. What? Oh, long way away.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
It looks like it's further along than Bayonetta 3, Metroid
Today,
Prime 4,
we showed
and
you
Breath
a
of the Wild
sampling
2,
of games
though.
coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development. And we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Now, if only we get those professional Nintendo sponsored tourneys. Yeah, you mean like the ones that they showed in the Switch reveal trailer that never happened? Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm not sure exactly what to think of this Direct. Metroid Prime 4 would have been nice. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Saving graces being Skyward Sword, the new Square Enix project, what is it, Triangle Strategy, Mithra and Pyra, Eh. 6, 7 out of 10. Mario Golf, though. Mario Golf. We stand Mario Golf. All right? As long as it's not as bad as Mario Power Tennis for the Switch, because that game was just horrendous. Ultra Smash, like, or whatever the hell that was. Ultra... I just didn't like it. The Mario Tennis on the Switch was bad. I want to know that. Yeah, me too. Me too. I have a feeling now we're probably not going to hear anything until E3. That's probably when the next thing is going to be, or summer, because all of the games that they just showed off and announced, for the most part, unless it said it was specifically being done in 2022, it's the summertime. It's all going to come out in the summer. So we'll have to wait until the summer to probably get more information out of them, but that's probably when the next E3, or the next Direct will be. It'll probably be for E3. We're going to have to wait so long so we can get some good stream content from you, at least. E3 digital. Yes, all digital. I would like, I'd like to, I guess, stream more. Wish Majora's Mask could get a port of the Switch. I know. Well, I know Grizo, the guy who did the 3DS and Majora's Mask ports, the HD ports they did for the 3DS, they're hiring people to work on medieval type of games for current generation hardware. So maybe they're going to go back and remake Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask again. Bring it up to next generation, get rid of the jagged polygons and the low resolution of the 3DS, and just have really nice looking models and backgrounds and remastered graphics all around. I think that would be a perfect thing for Zelda's anniversary. I think it would expose a lot of kids who had not ever played Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, or played games like those two, but had no idea that the games that they had played were inspired by Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. I would love that. I would play that in a heartbeat. Really fix some things in the 3D version. Yep. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be good. Yeah, when that game comes out, we'll play that here. I'll stream that. And, well, I always accidentally hit that button. I don't know why. It's like one of my keyboard keys, and I just must hit it. As I was saying, there's not really any particular game that I guess I'm looking forward to that's available within a reasonable release window. But in the future, I think I'd like to continue my playthrough of Final Fantasy VII with all the mods, the remusic mod, the remake models, the upscaled backgrounds and all that other stuff, the sound effects from the modern Final Fantasy games. I think I'd like to continue that playthrough, and I still have my save file, so we can go back and do that anytime. Just speaking a language we can't hear, yes. True vampiric tongue can only be heard at the highest frequency. But again, I appreciate everyone that came out today. You guys are awesome. Thank you again. Skyward Sword. Smash DLC. Gonna be good. I think Nintendo's got a couple of tricks up their sleeve. And, yeah. Dude, I gotta go get some grub. Monster Hunter is gonna be good too. That game, the demo was so good. Not getting Mithra and Pyra though. You've already bought the Fighters Pass 2 like pass. You've probably already gotten them, right? So, but hey, if that's not your cup of tea, man, don't get them. You haven't? Don't get it then. Wait for those last 2 slots to be revealed. You know? While we're on the fence about Fighters Pass 2, wait for those last 2 fighter spots to be revealed. I think there's a chance that some character that you are maybe, you know, would appreciate seeing in the game is probably going to get it. And I don't know if Crash is going to get it or Sora, but I mean, I can't see Sakurai going out on a low note. You know what I mean? Not as hype as Steve or Sephiroth. I wasn't that excited about Steve Sephiroth. It was definitely a surprise to me. Banjo-Kazooie was the big one for me before. And I really liked Terry Bogard. That was very, very unique and cool. Yeah, I don't know who this Sakurai is going to get next, though. I really don't know. I want to keep saying, oh yeah, it's going to be someone from a new Nintendo game or IP, but it's like, man, I don't even know if Nintendo's going to do that this year. They may not even have like a new IP. I don't know. Waluigi gets in before Crash, I'm going to be pissed. He might get in. He might be like a surprise at the end of that Fighters Pass, you know what I mean? Might be like a surprise character that they just kind of throw in at the end, like Waluigi. Or Gino. Waluigi never getting in. Well, he's already a trophy, so that technically kind of deconfirms him, but that's not really necessarily true anymore. I don't know. 100 out of 10, Sephiroth, yes. It kind of like begs the question. It's like, wow, you know, Cloud has Sephiroth, Mario has Bowser, DK has, you know, King K. Rool, Kirby has DDD. You know, Banjo-Kazooie, they don't have Gruntilda. You know, but Sonic having Eggman or Dr. Robotnik there. And also Sonic, he's becoming more popular now because of the movies and such. It would be so cool if they got Eggman. I've always wanted that character in there because I've always thought the character was really funny and cool. But if there's any villain like a glaring missing character from Smash Brothers, now it's like, well, yeah, Dr. Robotnik. Is Project M. I know. I was playing around with some mods on Smash Brothers, and they have like I'm still trying to get this one to work, but it's like a Final Fantasy VII Remake version of Cloud. Like that is a mod that replaces the Smash Brothers Ultimate Cloud, which is really cool. And this other one that I found was it replaces Sephiroth with Alucard using similar movesets and just a completely different outfit. It uses the skin from the assist trophy, and it's all rigged up to Sephiroth's motion, so it's pretty cool to see that. Thor or Dante would be cool. Little Mac main here. Waluigi replaced Captain Falcon, though. Snooping as usual, as I see. My God. I really thought they were going to talk about those damn servers. And they didn't. Nintendo just, once again, continues just to kind of wild card, man. They just got a deck full of wild cards. It's like, well, they're going to talk about Breath of the Wild too. Actually, they're not going to talk about Breath of the Wild at all. You're terribly wrong. And we're going to release Mithra and Pyra for Smash Bros. It's like, what? Yo. Don Corneo for Smash Brothers. Aerith. Tifa. On a disappointing note, well, not every day not every day ends with sunshine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just kind of take the news as it comes. Pat yourself on the back that you're not dead yet, and just hope to see better days. Have a Smash. Santiago for Smash. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Who's Aerith? What? I went to your Discord though. Welcome to the Vampire Command Discord server. Get the AirPods for Smash. Wii U gamepad for Smash. He does. So many hickeys. So many AirPods. Alright, I'm going to play my intro video, then my credits, and then I'm going to go. You guys have been great. Thank you again for watching. Thank you again for coming out, chilling. I want to get back on some kind of semi-regular stream schedule. I want to get my vocal cords strong again, where I could stream, multiple days on end without losing my voice. Because even right now, I'm losing my voice. I don't talk very much, so. Yeah, Numa for Smash. That would be cool. He'd probably be way OP though. Nest for Smash. He deserves it. You don't say. Buenos noches. I'll see you soon. All right? I'll see you soon. Well, that's not my stream. Not the right thing at all. Here we go.
Castle Santiago, home to a dreadful dynasty of vicious video gaming vampires. Legend has it that these evil beings can be destroyed by a stake through the heart. Or exposure to sunlight. This does not suffice, however, or they may be brought back to life by means of a sacred rite that can be performed once a century where the moon is in the third house of Pisces. Slayer Santiago, the world's one and only video gaming vampire, has awakened and is ready to take over planet Earth. With the help of Vampire Command, the entire galaxy.
Of those who fight never cease!
What are you still doing here? Go watch one of these guys. Any one of these idiots over here. Just go watch them. Just don't stand here and stare at a blank screen. Come on!